Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Derek here. Today we're reacting to another episode of The Haunting of Bly Manor. This is season one, I guess just episode 5. It's called The Altar of the Dead. What happened last time on The Haunting of Bly Manor? Last time it was called The Way It Came. Last time we learned a bit about the backstory between Danny and her ex-fiance, I guess. And why he's haunting her and the guilt she feels about it. And like we learned how he died. And just like her inner struggle between like the pressure that she felt to be with him, even though she didn't want to be with him that way. And just like her accepting who she is in terms of not being completely straight, at least being at minimum being bi, possibly full lesbian, who knows, or somewhere along that spectrum. And her just kind of like becoming a little bit more comfortable with that, and her relationship with Jamie developing slightly, and they kissed. That was fun. What else? Oh, Owen's mom died previously, so we had like her funeral. We didn't see it, but it existed. And then Owen came back and they made food, and it was just like a nice little time together where they could be friends, and just a nice little time. And then we had like the bonfire scenes. Those were really nice. I really liked Owen's monologue. Rahul killed it. He's talking about, you know, just talking about his mom after she died, and like the way that his family members have talked about it and kind of like brushed it aside. And, he wants to remember her for who she was, like all of it, not just the good, but the bad. And it was really nice. Flora had a nice little thing about loss as well in the kitchen. Overall, very excellent episode. Danny at the end was just real sad. She was real bummed because she thinks she probably screwed things up with Jamie. And she's just walking through the house drunk, and these kids are like, yo, we gotta stop her. And they stop her, and the zombie lady or lady of the lake is walking through the house. I noticed something last episode that was, I guess, confirmed in the comments, is like, so the little doll is always like under Flora's dresser, and she wants her to stay there. And then the house is over on next to the bed. So I theorized that maybe like the positioning wise, like under Flora's dresser, like in real life, in relation to the real house, would be like where the lake is. And I was just like, maybe that's why she wants her to stay there. That was confirmed in the comments, so I know that. Maybe I wasn't supposed to know that, but that's why Flora wants her to stay there, and she noticed she wasn't there. She was in the house. So she's like, yo, Danny, you need to come chill. Like, we need to save your life real quick. Because I'm guessing at some point, the Lady of the Lake, she killed Rebecca Jessel somehow, or convinced her to kill herself. And maybe that's why Flora saw Rebecca at the lake, because she died there. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm sure we'll find out. But then, yeah, the episode ends with Danny kind of not confronting Edmund, the ghost Edmund, but just kind of like being like, well, it's just us, pal. And she burns his glasses, and she's kind of like accepting that he's gone, and her role in the situation. And I think maybe being willing to move forward. But we'll find out, I guess. But either way, I'm trying to like position myself so the sun's not directly in my eyes. Either way, we'll find out more about the ghosts and about everything. I want to know more about the rest of what's been going on. Like, I want to know more about Hannah, the groundskeeper. Like, why is she always just like zoning out and refusing to eat things? I assume we'll get some info on that. But either way, I'm pumped for this episode. If you would like to, please consider leaving a like on the video, and please consider subscribing if you want to see more, or if you've just been kind of checking out my videos and you're not really sure if you want to subscribe, I'd say give it a shot. And then, yeah, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode, head down to my Patreon. I should have it within a week of the episode going live, so if that's something you're interested in, you just sync up your own copy, and I'll see you there. But otherwise, let us jump into episode 5 of The Haunting of Bly Manor. Here we go.
We can't count
Always.
on the past. We can't count on the past. That's what I learned taking care of Mum. Any of us could die at any moment. Or we could forget our entire lives, which is like dying. So then, think about it. You could do.
Yes, go to Paris with Rahul. Do it.
Say it with me.
Go.
Hannah Gross.
Hannah Gross in Paris. Yes.
What would I do in Paris?
Anything?
And drink good wine. And live, Hannah.
Be friends with Rahul, be roommates, be lovers.
Do whatever the hell occurs to us in the bloody moment. Owen Sharma. It's so
Ooh.
nice to meet you.
In the past. Yeet.
I'm looking at this as an opportunity to hone my skills. In Paris, I was a sous chef, which means they only let me chop vegetables. Here, I'll be putting it together myself. It'd be
Yeah.
a great learning experience.
Well, you have 2 children to cook for.
God, I wasn't going to say this. But it's part of it, I guess, if you want to know why I'm applying for this. Yesterday, my mother thought it was 1962, and that I was my grandfather. And that's why I'm here. I need to make a living while I mind her.
Yep.
I don't know how long that will. He said, once we get past consciousness and identity and all of the things that occupy the front of our brains, you reach a transcendence, an infinitely abundant source, or what have you. So,
Interesting.
someone with dementia.
God, he is so good. It's so funny seeing the stark contrast between who he is in real life and his character. Because he's a cool dude in real life, but his character is so calm and nice and stuff. Dang, she just live like missing time, or like what is the deal?
Hello, Flora, darling. Now, have you had a fine school?
Okay,
yet?
different actors because they're small little beans. Is she like, is this almost like present day her, like re-experiencing, like tripping through these memories? Like she's physically there, or is this literally how she experienced the memory in the past? Like in the past moment, was she as confused about entering that room? Or is this present her not understanding? Why? Why are you...
Is Sam coming to get you?
Who's Sam? Was that her husband? Did he die?
Right. It's just fine. Somehow, him and whoever she is there, it's just fine. Oh my. Oh my.
So her husband, I believe, cheated on her or left her for another woman? That sucks. I was very confused. I was like, why is she just like wailing?
Stop it!
Miles, you stop that this instant.
That is not
funny, mate. Don't ever do that again, do you hear me? Or I will beat the living shite out of you. No bullshit. I will fucking end you. Try me. Look at you, all flushed. You're pretty when you blush.
Miles.
You weird kid. Oh, he ate an apple. That's a signature sign of a bad dude. In anything. If they eat an apple, they're bad. She just break her neck?
Could die.
Disappear and then come back and try and act like everything is normal. That's not going to fly with me.
Oh, so he's back.
You talk to me like rubbish and I haven't heard from you in days.
Keep your voice down.
Don't tell me what to do.
Awkward. Girl, they just saw you. I'm not a fan of him. She keeps seeing these cracks. Is it like cracks through time? Like, what is going on here?
You scared me.
You're stealing jewelry, man.
That necklace is over 400 years old. It's probably worth thousands.
Oh, you wouldn't think it looking at it, would you?
No, you're taking things that aren't yours.
You should be nicer to me, Anna.
Or what?
I mean, one word from me and you'd be thrown out of here with nothing but your last week's wages.
This is my home, Peter Quint. You'll leave long before I do.
Man, he sucks, doesn't he? Screw that guy. Ooh. That's Rebecca. Is she about to die?
I'm looking at this as
Was the lake not filled with water?
in Paris. I was
Haven't we already done this?
yes, but we have to do it again.
Why?
You tell me.
What?
Is he ever cruel?
Whatever would make you say that?
Little boys can be very cruel.
He is
I should
cruel.
know.
He would never do anything to...
Hurt you? Is that what you were going to say? Whatever would make you say that?
I don't know, he was.
Okay, he wouldn't hurt you. But you admitted he hasn't exactly been himself since his parents died.
Is she like, is this all in her own head? Is she talking to herself essentially?
What do you think you're doing? I used to be a daddy's girl.
Oh, hello.
What?
Until, of course, I grew up and I wasn't anymore. I was a woman with my own opinions, desires, and aspirations. And even if they're rough around the edges.
Is she like, talking about Peter? Yo, he was way rough around the edges.
Yourself just a little. I've never met anyone like him. I know he's not
He's a
perfect,
scumbag.
and I've never felt so alive.
Well, you're gonna be dead soon, so. Sucks to suck, bro.
This is a different...
New memory. Brick wall. What's up with his wall?
That man is a glue trap. And when Rebecca realizes that she won't come out whole, she'll think she's okay. Till she realizes she's stuck. Denial.
That bottomless, icy terror. Realizing that we may be stuck forever. Do you think a mouse is capable of that kind of realization? Does a mouse know when it's already over?
Yeah, what is this?
Do we?
Denial!
It's morbid. God, that's what this is. This is morbid.
Be careful.
Morbid.
I'm so confused. What is truly happening here? Is this the house is this a ghost doing this to her? Is this in her own head? So Hannah wasn't actually there in this moment, but she's experiencing it now.
This is one of my favorites.
I'm so confused. Is this a literal ghost talking to her?
He's so much himself in this one. No, I wouldn't go out there. I think this is when it happened. I can never bring myself to watch.
I'm so sorry, Miss Hunt.
Hannah, I'm so sorry.
Why are you doing up?
I don't understand what's happening.
In Flora's dollhouse, well, something strange.
I'm sure it's fine.
Does he
To
die?
bed, both of you.
Does the Lady of the Lake kill Peter? She's like experiencing all the memories of the house.
I thought I said go back to bed.
Oh! Oh! Oh my. Who is that? Did she just kill him? Is he dead there?
I thought I said go back to bed.
What?
What's with the faces?
What's happening?
The others, they say, stay away from her.
What others?
She's coming back.
But she's okay, so Ghost Peter is who they're talking to. But that's real Peter.
Stop! Stop, let me go.
She already killed him, I think. Yeah, because he's a ghost.
Let me go! Let me go!
Oh,
You bitch! Let me go!
okay. So it literally, he kind of like is possessing Miles. She doesn't have a face. Why doesn't she have a face? So she didn't actually see any of this when it happened, but she's like experiencing all of it now.
I'm looking at this as an opportunity to hone my skills in experience.
Okay.
Yes, apparently we're doing this again.
Why?
You tell me. I mean, this is all you. What dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil?
Is he trying to say she's dead? No.
And Miles,
12?
something is wrong with Miles.
What the frick is happening? Who is trying to make her... Is this the house making her think of this? So Miles literally is possessed by Peter.
I swear you're such a bore and you don't know when.
To leave well enough alone.
Okay, so anytime he touches him,
fuck's sake,
he's
woman.
speaking through him.
Why can't you just...
Nothing would make me happier than to be arrested by those police you were talking about. To be dragged off this fucking property. Away from this god-awful trap.
But I can't. Can I?
You're dead.
It's such a shame that you had to go and follow us. It was going so well.
Is he trying to kill Miles?
Honestly, Hannah!
Is Hannah dead too? No. Is she? What the frick? No way. And then Danny comes.
She goes from having the strangest dream. Miles! She's here! She's here!
Yo! What the frick?
Hi, Miles. It's Danny.
So she can see her.
I'm so sorry. I was.
Why can't she see? I mean, she guess she sees Peter.
Yes, sorry, Hannah Gross. It's a pleasure to meet you.
What the balls?
Okay, I see you. Come along.
So she doesn't eat or drink anything because she's dead.
Paris.
She can't ever leave.
Hannah Gross in Paris. Live. Do whatever the hell.
She's
occurs to us
dead,
at the
though.
moment.
I think is what I'm getting.
Yes, Owen, I will go to Paris with you. Yes. Yes.
Alcohol you later.
No, wait. Oh, no,
I know the road. It's fine.
wait! Wait!
Is she the ghost that was in the background of Danny at the bonfire?
You had a curse. The year's 1987. You're at Bly. Miles is 10. Floor is 8. You were
Dead.
Hannah Gross. Hannah Gross. You Hannah Gross.
Oh man. Holy frick. Yo. Holy crap. That episode. So Hannah's been dead this whole time is I think what I'm getting from this. She's been a ghost the whole time. Like the whole time that we have known her, she is a ghost. Yeah, we're taken through this trip of just Hannah reliving the house's memories and her memories and Rebecca's memories and Peter's memories and Owen's memories and everything that was just went down. We learn about her interview with Owen. We see her confront Peter for stealing a necklace. We see the parents when they were alive and the kids when they were younger, and the whole time through all these memories that we're experiencing, like they're little like interjecting and being like breaking the fourth wall and being like, this isn't real, like this isn't how it went, was it? Or like, oh, we're doing this again, because she just keeps going through the memories and things are being driven home that like something is not right. And it's just like, holy crap. There's the talk about the glue trap, so they get stuck and then they gnaw their own leg off trying to escape and they bleed out and die. And they die here in this trap and they never escape. And turns out Hannah died there in this trap and never escaped. And it's just like, oh my gosh. I don't even know how to like go through this episode from beginning to end, because like the whole time it's just like her experiencing these different memories and none of them are exactly right, and she's just going from one to the next, and the whole time we're wondering like, what is this crack that she's seeing? And it's the bottom of the well where she died. Oh god dang. So like so she went through all this stuff, and then Peter, we get to the memory with Peter, and he's like, I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna get money, we're gonna go to America. And he walks out the door and it's nighttime, and the Lady of the Lake, like these kids witness him be murdered by the Lady of the Lake. They literally see him get killed. Like he walks out and she just grabs him by the neck, takes him to the main bedroom, murders him. He walks back out as a ghost, and they're like, what the frick just happened? Like what is this? And he doesn't know what's happening. He's like I mean, maybe he thinks he knows something's wrong, but he's not 100% sure. And then the lady like drags him back out, and he's like realizes he's like dead. That's him. He's like, let me go. Touches Miles. So like anytime he's touching Miles or with Miles, that's when he's like that's when anytime Miles is being weird and creepy, Peter's there. That's so messed up. And then she just drags him back into the water, and Hannah's seeing all of it. And the reason she could go into all these memories is because she's dead. And, you know, Rebecca shows up at the lake at one point, and she's all glassy-eyed and probably dead. And it's just like, what the frick is going on? And Owen's like, you have to get this through your head. Like, what is going on? Like, this needs more time to cook. Like, all right, we'll go through it again. And she just keeps, it's like a cycle. She's just going through. She needs more time for it to cook. And then we see her death. She literally dies as Danny is coming up. That's insane. She's telling Peter, Ghost Peter, get away from him. But she thinks he's alive. She doesn't realize that he's dead. Because that was that was really her in the moment. She doesn't realize that this man is gone and dead. She thinks he's missing. And you know, Miles, Peter possesses Miles and pushes her down the well, and she breaks her neck and dies at the bottom of the well, staring at this crack. And then that's her ghost back up at the top that meets Danny. So every single interaction we've had with her so far throughout the season is like, other than when we had the episode in the past, like every present day scene of her when she's like zoning out and not knowing what's going on is she's a ghost. And that's why she doesn't eat or drink anything. I mean, she drank the alcohol at the bonfire scene, but she doesn't eat anything because she's a ghost. Does Owen not know that she's a ghost? Like, what's going on? Oh, this episode broke my brain. This is non-linear storytelling. Oh my gosh, this episode was incredible. But like, what the piss? I don't understand. Holy crap. Yeah, I don't know what to say. All I can say is this episode was great. Freaking A, dude. Let me know what you thought of this episode down below. And like, were there hints before that Hannah was not alive, other than like not eating things and zoning out all the time? Was there more hints that she was a dead person? Like, holy crap. The only hints I can think of is her staring at the crack all the time, and then not eating anything and zoning out. Was there more that I like missed and I just don't know? Is like, who else is dead? Is Jamie dead? Is Owen dead? Are they all dead? Like, they're all just ghosts that Danny is like experiencing at this place? I hope Owen's not dead. I hope Jamie's not dead. That would be messed up. Freaking A. Yeah, let me know what you thought down below. I can't even like discuss this episode because it just blew my mind. Oh, this was so good. Yeah, freaking A, dude. Let me know what you thought down below. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like on the video. If you want to see more of my reactions, please subscribe. That means a lot. If you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode, down on Patreon, that would be a real joy to have you there. But otherwise, I'll catch you guys next time. Freaking A, dude. Peace.